conversations.
All right.
Be like, what
Here
conversation?
we are with Bobby Ruff to find out the long-term sustainability of AARP.
Yeah. Right.
AARP, that's coming in February. Happy birthday to him.
Bobby be telling me, go, God damn it,
Yeah, I get a discount. I've lived my whole damn life for that.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with this, so I'm kind of wanting to get a little education. And here we go, here we go, here we go. We've got a couple cars in here, one's getting done, another one's getting done. We got this hot rod here, which is, who's the driver?
Myself.
You're the driver.
I'm gonna be the driver of the drag.
Okay, okay.
Absolutely.
And then we also have the car, which I've shown on the live on Facebook. Kenny's going to veer around a little bit there to show. But that car, now who's going to be the driver of this car back here?
Probably Jamie, but we're gonna make sure it's safe.
It'll
So
just be,
I'll be the test dummy or Bobby.
probably Jason.
Jason?
I'm not gonna say somebody won't see me in a car. It won't be this one,
Okay,
because I'm 6'3".
okay.
She's short.
I'm showing.
I don't fit in the car. So that's the only reason. I'm not afraid or nothing. I
Right.
just don't fit.
You're just tall.
You got it.
Oh, you don't got the leg room.
But that one I might get in sometimes, but once it's done, she'll do it, he'll do it, whatever. I mean, he can actually fit in here. What's awesome.
It'll probably come down one of those, you guys ain't doing it right. Let me show you what you're doing wrong.
Hold my beer and watch this.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. Because he's gonna be like, Jason, we put this twin turbo, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be like, okay.
If you ain't giving her the beans, I ain't going to be very far away with a helmet.
Because that's how Bobby is. He's like, hey, you gotta go, go, go.
Okay, so we're going to get into a couple things here. And as we're talking, I'm having questions that are popping up in my head.
Absolutely.
That I feel that other people would love to hear about. Now, you have a little bit of history, but not a lot of history. You and I were speaking earlier about your sister having history in this particular sport.
Yes.
Okay.
With that history being said, a lot of it was before I was even born. But my siblings and my parents, we actually grew up at KCIR
Okay.
here in Kansas City.
Drag strip. It's a
Yes.
drag strip.
My mom actually went into labor with me at the drag strip.
Oh, I didn't know that.
With that being said, my mom and dad worked at that drag strip. My mom ran the tower and my dad ran the staging lights. And she was very pregnant with me and was in labor all day. And after the races that evening, she said, we need to go to the hospital. I've been in labor all day. So obviously my older sister, my older brother,
Right.
that's why I say we grew up at the racetrack.
You were literally born at that track.
Pretty much.
For the most part. I mean, your mom going into labor, so
Do you
it's not.
remember it in your youth?
No.
A little bit?
No, that's why
Oh,
when
wow.
I was talking to Shanna earlier, I really needed my sister here with me today because
know.
my sister
She
is,
wanted to.
my sister is my history because my sister's the one that fills.
I know.
That's
I was
another
down with your
story.
sister at
That's
those.
another story for you.
I was there at that point.
Right.
I was
We'll
like,
have to
oh
come
my
back to
God.
that. I'll have to come and speak to her about it. And
I just know bits and pieces, but as far as detailed information,
Well,
that is wholeheartedly my sister.
It's crazy because, you know, a lot of people say, well, you know, it's in my blood. I watched my dad race. You were literally, your mom was literally in labor at the drag strip
Yes.
with you.
Yes.
So it wasn't just in you, you were pretty well almost born at the drag strip.
And talking about being in racing,
Yes.
my aunt and uncle, they live in Texas now, but back then, my uncle raced his 68 Camaro, which he still has to this day. They owned Blue Ridge Transmission
Yep.
up off of Blue Ridge Boulevard there by
Yeah.
Truman Corners back in the day.
Okay.
Now
So,
Long Star.
yeah, Lone Star Transmission in Texas. But they raced, we lived at the drag strip. And then his family, my uncle's sister, is married to Chuck Huff, which was drag racing family history because Chuck Huff is also Charles Huff, which owned a transmission shop. A1 transmission.
A1 transmission
So
still
it-
there.
Whole family history through and through. Like I said, my sister has all details. I can just give bits and pieces. But it literally was, when we were at KCIR, like it was just all family. And my aunt, uncle, this, aunt, uncle, whatever, however. And my,
Just something you always knew.
absolutely.
Okay, that's great. Now, I will, and this is something else that you and I kind of talked about this a little bit. I find this to be very intriguing because when I first met you, you were his cheerleader
Absolutely.
in the stands as he was racing dirt. Now, you're getting in the car and he's going to be the one, go, 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 you're cheerleader in the stands.
Yes.
So the kind of the flip-flop there is, to me, is intriguing because there's a certain emotion that you have as a race wife.
Oh, yeah.
Being in the stands, seeing your husband compete, with all the things that go on, and now you're going to be in the seat with all different other kind of emotions.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, when does your season start?
Whenever we're ready. No, it'll be.
I would say March,
I was
April.
gonna-
When the first time they announce they're gonna do it, we're gonna be there. This car's ready.
Yeah. She
I
needs to
need
get some
fuel.
seat time.
That's it.
We need to get out.
I'm gonna change the oil in it. I'm gonna take the rear end apart, check brakes. And I'm gonna make a test pass out on the front of my house. Other than that, it's ready to
Ready to rock and roll.
When we went to Ohio to pick this up, it was ready to go then. It was ready to go then, and it actually had alcohol in it. Where we fired it up, listened to it, things like that. But one of the fittings was loose, so on the way back from Ohio, all the alcohol
go. Otherwise,
drained out in the race car trailer.
if it
Nice.
wouldn't have, it actually drained out before. If it wouldn't have, I would have talked with him about her doing a test hit
When we stopped at,
on
we stopped
Ohio.
at,
Or actually Indiana,
yeah,
Terre Haute, Indiana.
Terre
That's
Haute,
where it was.
Indiana, the
Yeah.
Wabash Speedway.
I would have let her
Stopped
do a
at that.
test hit there. But, me not thinking clearly, I should have took alcohol with me and did it. But guess what? I didn't. So,
It happens. It happens. I wanted to ask you, so how does it feel to be like the crew chief instead of the driver?
I love it.
Yeah?
My body and bones just don't work. I don't want everyone to think I'm dying. I'm not. I just, I'm ready to be something different than the person. Is the easiest thing I can tell you.
Yeah?
I'm totally fine with, her raising this, Jason raising that, and everybody. I totally fine. It doesn't bother me one bit.
So is this and I'm gonna ask this, I gotta ask this. This year, is this the reason why you got out of dirt track racing?
For sure.
Yes?
For sure. I'm gonna tell you 100% why I got out. We raced 2 races, sort of back to back, 2 nights
2 weekends in a row.
and I've had back surgeries and all this through the years. My body just, I'm not old, I'm not dying. I just, it's it's not comfortable for me to be limping around and doing this and that when other people can do it and not. And they can have the glory. I had the glory for 43, 44, whatever years. I'm more of the back.
He
behind.
started racing in 1983.
Yep. Back is, there's a picture that her dad has.
What month do you remember that you started racing?
I'm pretty sure it was March 17th. I'm almost sure it was Adrian Speedway. Charlie the Fallen owned it, and hopefully
41
Charlie,
years ago.
if we get this,
41 is 48.
if,
She was born in 83.
if,
So I know how many years ago.
if, if Charlie the Fallen watches it,
That's a big goal, I'm sorry.
he'll probably remember.
Yeah.
Because my dad and him were friends, and actually I got a motor over here I bought from Charlie.
Yeah, what we were talking
Mhm.
about
And,
earlier.
and my dad asked him, hey, can he run? I think I was 13, I don't remember. Anyway, went there, and I'm gonna tell you, I hit everything under the sun. Before any of the movies or anything, seriously, my dad said, man, I don't think you missed a damn thing. I hit everything. It was
Go
horrible.
out and hit the pace car.
I mean, and then the second race, I want to say I ever raced, fight broke out during the middle of the race, and I had to stop on the track. Yep.
But it sucked you in and kept you for
Oh, it
many
did.
years.
It did. But anyways, now we're switching to something else.
Now, Jamie is getting into a car, and we got a brand new crew chief here that's gonna be doing everything that you've been doing.
Yes, absolutely.
So-
Well, that and, I like working hands-on and working out here in the shop
Mhm.
with him as well.
Yeah.
And
I've seen many times of you grooving tires. Have you out here with them, side by side with him, working on the car?
talking about grooving tires.
She had surgery
I
on her hand.
actually had to have thumb surgery.
True.
Oh, Lord.
Back in August, so
Oh,
I haven't grooved a tire since probably.
perfect. You don't have to,
July.
you don't gotta groove these
I don't have
tires.
to groove.
Thank God.
I don't have to groove side, I don't have to do any of that anymore. But they did, I had to have surgery on my thumb and everything, so it was the same repetitive motion
Mhm.
that caused me to have surgery on my thumb. But anyways,
Now, there's something else too that you and I spoke about, and we spoke just a little bit about it. But there's something that you raced, and I think it was your daughter?
yes,
Okay.
so, what, 11?
11 and 12.
2011, 12,
Oh.
yeah, 2011, 2012. Our youngest daughter, Madison, and I, we got a couple of go-karts, and we raced go-karts at Thunder Lake Speedway with, like John O'Neill. Joy
John O'Neill ran it.
Yeah, ran that track over there, and we raced go-karts. That was very competitive. Me never racing on dirt with a go-kart against all these guys that have been
Been racing
racing
their whole life.
forever. Very intimidating, but I held my own, learned a lot from it. Maddie was,
Phenomenal.
yeah, she was like, it just came natural
But
to
you had to
her.
put money on the line.
Yes, absolutely.
As long as we put $50, hey, you win $50 or $100. It was the most expensive racing I ever did, but she won a lot. She did.
Yeah.
You
heat
put money on the
races.
line, she won.
Anytime you bet her money, she was gonna go out there
You
and
can ask
wax their
Michael
behinds.
Raymond or myself, her real dad or myself. We spent a shitload of money just on the wins. But she would win. She'd be dead last.
She'd be out there lollygagging around.
And if you didn't bet her money, she'd go to the back and just sit there. Tell her, I'll give you 50. Back to the front. I'm not kidding.
Money talks, man, money talks.
Absolutely. She loved it. She was good at it.
But she got in trouble. John O'Neill set her out a couple times in the middle of a race. He was wonderful. He was a
Great people.
he
right
was
there.
a teacher of racing.
Great people.
You're not gonna drive like
Excellent.
that. Wonderful. I loved it. She goes,
Excellent.
when my dad finds out, he goes, I know your dad. He ain't gonna say a word. And I didn't. And I think I hugged him, if you want to know the truth. Because you know what? That's what we need.
Right, and that's what brings up race car drivers, and with a good morale and good social couth and good sportsmanlike conduct, that's where it needs to be. You know.
Yes.
So let's get back into this drag racing.
So real quick, okay, oh gosh, okay, about drag racing.
Okay.
My aunt and uncle that live in
Uh-huh.
Texas. Their 2 kids at the time, they ran junior dragsters.
Oh.
So back when I was still in high school,
Mm-hmm.
I went and spent a summer with them. So I actually got to run my cousin's junior dragsters at a couple of different racetracks down there in Texas. So ever since I had that experience, this has been my goal my whole life, is to run an actual dragster.
And that's exactly what I was about to ask you. We're in tune here. Like, that's exactly what I was about to ask.
So no, this isn't Top Fuel or anything like that, but I've always had the itch since I ran the junior dragsters with my cousins, you know, my aunt and uncle let me do that. Ran it at like Paris Raceway, Texas Motorplex. So that summer was obviously just phenomenal to me, having the experience of running the junior dragster. And yes, this was my goal, to always run a dragster
That's
sometime
super
in my
cool.
life. So I am super stoked about this. We've talked about it. Once we get the door slammer done, everybody thinks that I might like it more than this, but I don't know. You know, because this is always something I've wanted to do.
Oh, this was pretty fast.
Oh,
That motor on the back there kind of got a
it'll
little
be fast.
speed look to it.
Oh, it'd be fast enough for her. Yeah, absolutely. But if she's anything like I know her as, yes. She's gonna be like her sister, which is my wife, and I'll be like, slow this son of a bitch down.
But you're supposed to go fast.
But the good thing about this is I get to wear a helmet, so I
Right.
shouldn't be able to like bang myself up too much. Right?
Oh my God, if it's a race car, you fall off. If it's a drag car, you're good.
Yeah.
At least now they won't look at you funny in traffic.
Exactly.
So this has been the goal. That's that itch, and now you get to scratch it.
Well, I did.
Absolutely.
I bet you're chomping at the bit, ready to get in there, huh?
I am. I'm ready to just get in it and go. Not with saying that, I still have things to learn by far, but I'm super excited and just raring to go.
Ready. So I do gotta ask. You know, usually we're part of the dirt track aspect of things. Are we gonna see your guys' faces at the track that we stand at all?
Now that we have the RV, we plan on doing a lot of camping with that aspect. Camping at the drag strip. I don't know what track will be like our home track. I
Yeah.
probably want to say it'll probably be Mocan for the most part, just so I can get some seat time, you know,
Absolutely.
test and tune, all that good jazz. But as far as dirt track racing, I'm sure we'll be there because obviously we still have friends. We got a real close relationship with Scott Pullen
Deep
and
ties.
Tommy, and
Deep ties.
so as far as that, we'll definitely be at the dirt track some too.
We'll see you there sometimes.
Yep.
But most of the time at the drag strip, and
Yes.
that'll be fun. That'll be really fun to see you guys do that.
Yes, I'm excited, ready to go camping. And then if we do go to the dirt track, we'll just take the RV anyway and just stay overnight.
May as
And-
well, huh?
And we've actually had an offer or two next week, or next year. So we'll see what things work.
Okay.
It won't be, if anything happens, it'll be a one or two thing and done thing.
Uh-huh.
It won't be a full season.
Okay.
I don't want that. I
Okay.
want for the family.
Right.
I've sort of talked to Jason a little bit. I've
Well-
had some modified people.
You can't count Bobby and Jamie and me and Jennifer. We love watching Bobby and being part of it, so the dirt part of it is always gonna be in our blood, because we sit there every night and watch dirt racing. And if we ain't watching dirt racing or drag racing or conversating and we're doing something, it's all about racing. We're like a really competitive family. We like to get out and do things, you know. And so for Bobby to step back and be like, hey,
Jamie's time to
I
shine.
want to step back.
It is.
I don't want to be in the limelight. And he never was wanting to be in the limelight, period.
That's his fault.
Because every time I'd
That's
be
his
like,
fault.
hey, Bobby,
Yeah.
Bobby's like, God damn it, don't.
Okay, so to put it
Don't
into
show this,
retrospect
don't
here,
show
this
that.
is Racing Jason.
Racing Jason.
Racing Jason. He's the one that does the media coverage for the
Ruff Motorsports.
Motorsports.
Well,
So you guys have a YouTube channel
We do have a YouTube channel.
and you have a Facebook page.
We do have Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook's under Ruff
Next 13.
Motorsports.
Okay, so if I want to get a
YouTube.
T-shirt that to rock her stuff, will I be able to get that
Yep.
in 2026?
It'll be out.
Yes.
It'll be
Okay.
out.
Where would I be able to find such apparel?
I'm sure we will use and go through Summit Litho out of Lee Summit.
That's who it was.
Ronnie
Summit
Davis.
Litho.
But we will
Yes.
actually sell it ourselves. And I'm just, so everybody knows, I'm gonna figure this YouTube out, right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna do this, they got a deal where you do, you have people that go in and there's a different level. It's called a Patreon.
Patreon.
And yes, Patreon. And they can actually buy stuff, this, that, and so on. I'm gonna figure it out. Shannon's gonna show me how to get there.
I'm gonna try, okay? I'm
The
not an expert,
Patreon,
but I'm gonna
once
try.
Once I'm in there, I'll figure it out. That way we
And
can go.
if you don't figure it out, you don't want to be here. Because he's going to be all I'll be like, Shannon, let's take it.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guarantee
Listen to
it.
this.
I'll be like, yeah, he didn't figure this out.
We're gonna
I'm
get
going to give you a 30-minute or 30-second, yeah, he ain't having a good time with this.
We'll get it. I
Yeah.
promise you.
I have
I'll be
confidence
like,
in you
yeah, I
guys.
could
I
at
really
least
do.
do that myself too. I'll be like, yeah.
But there will be shirts. There'll
Okay.
be shirts of this car, there'll be shirts of that car, or maybe it'll collaborate. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Do we have any names yet for the
Right.
cars?
You know?
Oh, thank God that you said that.
You-
Because
you know?
I had a couple of names for this because Bobby's already been cut.
Well,
This one he ain't done so much, but that one, me and him have already
I do
started
not
our little
have a name for
beefs
my
about
car.
it. It's like,
I thought
my
about
wife's
it.
like, oh my God, and Bobby's like, oh,
Figured
just cut
once
this
we
out.
start.
So I get a few things, you know, Nick's here and
Figuring
there, my
out
wife's like,
wrap
nah,
for it.
darn it,
We're gonna
Jason.
wrap it.
I'm like,
Okay, so that was another question I was gonna ask. They are gonna wrap it.
We are gonna wrap
yes,
it.
you will.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it
That
won't
one
be,
will
it won't
probably
be white.
painted and then wrapped.
No, it will not be white.
You don't, come on. You can't get rid of this Bass Pro Tracker paint job.
Dude, Bobby.
It's
did I
so
just-
fitting.
Did I just not tell you?
I'm gonna
Bobby's
be
like,
honest, guys.
I just told Bobby tonight.
That
what do you
car's
think about this
hideous.
car gonna
It-
be
it
white.
just-
Bobby's like,
It-
"Ew, now I see where
You can't
it
really
went."
see it, but it's got the
When
Bass
I
Pro
said that to
Tracker.
him tonight, I said, Bobby, what do you think about
blue
the car?
metal
It
flake
does. I
going
mean,
on.
Yeah, I
When,
was like,
when we
So-
first brought this car home, I thought, I'm in a Bass Tracker or something. It did, it made you, it had that
It's
feel.
the glitter. It's the glitter on it. It's the glitter. It's the dark blue and the glitter that makes it look
Hey.
like that. I get
Hey,
that.
Did I or did I not sit there and ask you? I was like, hey, what do you think about white? And Bob's like, I like white, but and
White,
now this shit
yeah.
comes out. It's like,
I told you.
Are
His
you
favorite
seriously?
color
And
is
I'm like-
white.
He goes, I told Jamie that she could put a wrap or whatever.
Whatever she wants.
So, are we going to be able to see the wrap before the season?
Well, you'll be.
We'll,
here.
we'll
Well,
do
I'm
it. You'll
sure
be in
You'll
that.
be here for that. For
You will
you'll
be
you'll
here
be
for
in there.
our
Yeah.
reveal.
Well,
And then we'll have-
I was just, I was hoping.
Yeah,
You will
you,
be.
you are definitely our
We'll have
go-to.
met
I'm-
now
I'm
by
pretty-
then.
I'm pretty excited
then
to see
it'll
what's
come
gonna
out
look like today.
canvas.
You've got pristine taste when it comes to the way things need to look, and I'm pretty stoked to see what it's gonna look like. Now, another thing, I know with dirt track you got, let's just keep this in mind. When I first was in the dirt track racing community itself, I didn't know nothing. Okay, not a damn thing.
Yeah.
But so I don't. Here we are again. I don't know a damn thing about this. Okay.
I knew
Do you
a little
run
bit about
numbers?
late models, but
Actually, we were talking about doing numbers. If we do put a number on it, it will be X15.
You have to,
When-
when you go in HRA or something, they have a number that you are.
Uh-huh.
Like this was
I-
X1.
This already had the X1 on.
We're gonna ask
it.
him if we can have the X15.
X15.
That'd be perfect.
And the
And then
reason
both cars.
for that
and that
being,
stays with the paint.
it
Yeah.
stays with the family. And when Madison and I ran go-karts, both of our go-karts were X15 as well.
Gotta keep it. Gotta keep it.
So,
Gotta keep it.
he ran X15, Madison ran X15, I ran X15. Madison and I weren't in the same class, so it wasn't
Right.
anything,
Right.
you know.
Where they got confused. There was no confusion.
Absolutely.
So you can run numbers. And you're
Yes.
gonna get this wrapped. And you obviously are probably gonna get that wrapped.
Well, actually, it'll probably be painted and
We
then
have a really,
wrapped or something.
we have a
Okay.
really close
Because I'm
friend
gonna
that
do
can paint
different.
too.
Okay.
I'm gonna
so-
do different than most people. I'm actually gonna put sponsors on my car, like back in the day of drag racing.
Oh, so we're gonna
That's
do
what-
like an old school look.
That's what
We're-
pays
That's
money.
gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
We're definitely gonna hit up
Like-
some of our.
like Gasser
dirt
style?
track.
We're gonna hit
You
up
got
some of our dirt
type
track
thing.
Racing
race
It'll look
sponsors
more like the
and
normal.
keep
Yes,
them
that's
on.
I
pretty
actually
cool.
wanted to go
That was
Gasser
cool.
style.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, we've talked to a lot of our sponsors before, and they're like, "Hey, we're just with you. We're just, you know."
It's fun.
It is,
It's fun.
but I'm a blue stem driver, but it's like, hey. So I've already talked to boss. He's like, ah.
Right.
He goes, they love racing because they just love racing. It's in
Now
their
we can do
blood.
shows.
And you know, this
It's a new
is,
show.
yes, you can. This was something that kind of was
That
brought to my,
everybody can come out and see and
Right.
spend time in the trailer. Because there's a lot of times that we had a lot of people come out when we were like late model racing, and they're like, "Oh, we would come out. We don't want to bother you." And it's like, and
You're
we
not
always
bothering
was
me.
like, "Oh, you're not bothering us," and then we get busy
But
doing
then you're,
things.
then you're
and
bothered.
it
But
kinda
I
wasn't
know this
bothered,
from
but
experience with
wasn't
Kitty.
bad.
Absolutely. So dirt track racing in the pits, I
Yes.
mean, you have got to be on your A game. Everything's just boom, 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 so fast, go, 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 go. More so in the drag racing world, you're in the pits, you're relaxing, you're cooking, you're sitting around, chit chatting. It's more laid back. You're not having to change springs and adjust shocks or
Oh, the
whatever.
car was filling this way, we need to adjust here or do that.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get to a tool and I've got 5 people that are fans that are in my pit and I'm trying to maneuver around them, which, you know, every racer is very grateful for their fans.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's
we
just
do
two
too.
different worlds.
We got actually had a lot of our fans actually come out and helped us. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
You were able
made
to
their way,
document
they
it?
come down.
We were, I
Absolutely.
told them when I first met them, I'll pay your whole way, come down and see it. Because they had never, they thought CMS was great. And it was great, don't get me wrong.
Hey, that night we closed the door.
we
They got
actually
the lights
went
on
to-
it.
To Lucas Oil, and we said, hey, come down and look at it. And they were like, wow.
It's an amazing facility.
Absolutely.
It is, it is. We actually had a couple from, one was from Springfield and one was from Nebraska, come down and it got interesting, because they brought, whiskey.
Oh,
And-
good
And
lord.
that's my kryptonite.
Good old whiskey.
It-
Now you see why we have the
Firework.
RV,
Uh-huh.
because when we go to the racetrack,
Uh-huh.
That's why I got
We're
an
gonna
RV
stay.
now.
It was
We didn't
fun.
have it back then, but yeah, we need it now.
But it was cool. You know what? You meet people from every
all over.
spectrum of life.
Well, I'm excited to see how this is all gonna go for 2026. This is gonna be fun. I cannot wait to see you get in the car and just rip it. I cannot wait to see that.
Me neither.
Seat time.
Oh,
So you might
boy.
have to give me a little, before I get there.
A
But
little bit of time.
I think we'll get it.
And as far as Raise Your Edge, we're gonna have to come catch a show while you're there, and
Oh,
do your
absolutely.
thing
Yes.
and get some footage and,
You and Kenny.
Did you hear that, Candy? You gotta go too.
Yeah.
Yeah. put your
Especially
ass
with that
inside
coming
that
up.
car.
Maybe you can hop in the seat and run her down the strip.
Hey,
That's right.
Now,
You let me make it. Hey,
Kenny's gonna be like, I wanna
Let
show
me
you
make
you
it
do
go
it wrong.
straight,
Okay, well, I just.
and you
messed
gotta
up.
ride. Back. Doesn't bother me at all.
And then he's gonna come home and go, we need one of those.
That's
Black
all.
Cheapers and dirt racing.
He
You know,
really
dirt
is.
remember that.
racing now,
I can see
dirt
him sit
racing
my
now,
ass in one of
even
these.
just compared to the way it was when he first started, prices have went through the damn roof.
It had.
Oh, that's great.
It has gone insane.
Yes, everything that we have,
Everything.
the
Everything to build it.
Camaro, the dragster, complete, race ready, the RV and everything is just off of what stuff that we have sold from the dirt track stuff, covered
Fact.
all. We have no expenses out of our pocket at
Okay,
all.
there is a problem. There is a problem for the dirt track community there. If something
Right.
like a super stock and with all your stuff that came with the super stock
Right.
is gonna pay for all of that, there's
Yes.
some issue. So
Yes.
one thing, and I'm gonna put it out
And
there.
that's
is
no
that-
motors. That's just roller.
Good Lord.
I've got a motor.
Yeah, we sold the super
Yeah.
stock roller. We still have
And
that
it did
motor.
come with a transmission and a drive shaft. That's it.
But as far, we kept
Back.
motors, so we still have all our race motors that we haven't sold. We still have
Yes.
parts back here on the shelf that we haven't even sold, carburetors, things like that. Just of the stuff that we've already sold.
Yeah.
Whew, paid
And
for,
backup
paid
carburetor.
for a race ready
Backup
dragster,
carburetor never even got
the
used.
Camaro, and the RV.
Brand new. 2 years old.
And given.
And we bought the motor for the Camaro.
Mm.
We have to hands-on build it to our spec, but all of that has been purchased just with stuff that we sold.
We gotta have an oil paint.
And so the
Yes.
common guy, the common Joe guy, when it comes to stuff. Now, I've talked to Steve Tiedemann,
Yes.
and you guys have been to this before.
Absolutely.
And the racers auction that happens in January,
Yes.
for Legion 42.
Yes, they're in Butler.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's gonna be happening, so I'm putting that out there, guys. Dirt track drivers, if you're needing, parts and stuff like that, given the prices have went crazy, go hit up that auction, and it's happening on the 24th at the Butler Fairgrounds. Check them out. I know Steve, he does all he can to kind of round things up and get everything going. And
Well, and it's for a good cause
It is
too,
for
because
an
it goes back to our
Absolutely.
veterans.
And
Excellent.
Steve's for the racer.
yes, he is, absolutely.
Steve's a personally good friend of mine, and I'm not saying that, I would call Steve out in a heartbeat, same as him with me. Steve does it
He's
for the
good people.
racer and the
Absolutely.
veteran.
And
Yes.
The
veterans.
guy don't make shit off
No, no.
it, be honest.
He's
Straight
giving
up.
back. He's giving back.
He does.
To the
Him and
veterans.
his wife, his
So-
whole family.
It's a win-win situation there.
Yes.
So when it comes to the dirt track community, go hit up this auction. You're gonna get cheaper prices and parts, and it's also gonna
Yes,
go to a good
for
cause
sure.
at the same time.
Yes.
So that works just as well. As far as resources and stuff like this, I plan on possibly talking to you more and throughout
Oh,
this
absolutely.
2026 season
Yes.
to kind of see how things are going and how you're feeling the car and how you're feeling the experience and everything else. So if that way, if a young man or a young lady wants to get into that sport and they're like, oh, that's something I want to go fast too, but I don't want to go in circles. I want to go straight fast. Maybe they'll be able to look and go, okay, this is what she's done. This is where she's, how she did this is where she acquired this, and that type of thing, to kind of help guide them a little bit.
Absolutely.
And Bobby, you know, I've watched you ever since I was telling Kenny this. When I first met you, I've been watching you guys, and you know, we kind of clicked right off gate. I was starstruck when I met you only because I heard your name and I heard you were a badass. And I was like, oh, Bobby Ruff, oh my God, you know, and became a fan. So, given that you've been racing for, well, over 40 years, honestly.
Ever.
Hey, I was in high school with him, and I used to sit there and see a trailer, and I'm like, with a race car, I'm like, who the
In
who
school.
the hell is this guy?
In school. We
And I
only
was
supposed
like,
to get one part.
went to
It's
school
my
with
dad
him,
to
and
give
I'm
me
like,
two.
and then I had
on
shop
Friday
Friday
nights.
come out and be like, you know, you're like, hey,
Going racing.
give a quick
That's
take
awesome.
on a cigarette, you know, back in our days,
Right,
you'd
right.
like smoke
Right.
a cigarette real quick, you know, it's like, oh shit, that what I mean. It's like, man.
So you were Friday, you were ready to load up and go racing with the
Yeah,
car
he
on the
was already
table, ready to rock and roll.
My
He was
senior
already
year,
gone.
I didn't play football.
Yeah.
You want race car driver?
He was racing cars.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Honestly, it builds the same kind of character.
When me and Bobby met and everything, and he's like, did you go to Brady Pack? And I was like, I did. And he's like, well, do you remember me? And I'm like, I don't know.
The only reason I remembered you is my sister said,
Why
he
would-
was in my class. I said, well, I don't know him.
But I was like, and anyway, we actually had a class together. He was upperclassman and everything, and we were sitting there talking. I was like, I think so. Then the more I started thinking about it, you know, because you don't remember people, you know. I mean, you do, you know.
start putting stuff
But when you start,
together,
yeah, when
two
you
and
put
two
two and two
together.
together, you're like, oh my God. Yeah, we were in basic electricity. Now this guy can wire, you know, or shock the hell out of you. You know, depends on what you want. You know.
Right,
If
right.
he wants to mess with you, yeah, you're getting the shit shocked out
I
of
mean,
you.
go ahead and touch that wire. It's okay. I know. It's safe.
But the funny thing was, is when I met my wife and everything, she's like, oh, my brother-in-law races, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And we went down to, you know, Lucas Oil and everything, and then met Jamie and everything. She's like, oh, you want to meet the rest of my family? And I'm like, I don't know. Is it cool or not cool? She's like, well, you're gonna have to meet them someday.
Right. You're gonna have to figure it out sometime.
Never thought that I was actually.
You know,
gonna
right
be
now,
racing
she's
with
gonna be
all of them.
watching
Like,
this
okay, so now
I
I'm
love
racing.
you,
Well,
bastard.
actually, I made a comment one time. Bobby and Jamie were racing superstocks.
Yes.
Was winning, kicking ass, and doing things and whatnot. You know, they were doing their thing, and
Drunk Jason.
yeah. I
Comes
made
out.
a comment.
Back.
They went to
Gateway.
St. Louis.
Yep, dome.
And they went to the dome, and
She's like,
I made a comment. I said, well, if you guys ever go late model, I'll help you guys out. Oh my God.
And my wife heard that, and guess what we
Yeah,
had?
late model.
Exactly.
A late model.
A late
I'm like,
model.
Bobby's
are
like
you
supposed to
shitting
be.
me?
Bobby's supposed to be retired. He's like, oh no, I ain't doing it. And he goes, God, man, what do you mean we bought a late? Well, where the
Got
fuck
you a
do
late
we-
model.
I
do
sent
we
my
win it?
sister
Was
the
it a
picture.
draw?
I'm like,
Whatever.
send it. He's like, what's that? I'm
Guys
like,
are
oh,
backing
by the
up in
way,
my driveway.
that's our late model.
We
They
got a
sent
late
it
model.
to us, and I was like, I looked over at my wife. I went, eh.
Yeah.
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 She goes,
You
what?
spoke
I
on
said,
it. You spoke on it, and it came to
sister,
fruition.
And you know what? I'm
She's not a
saying,
late model.
I don't even like that son of a bitch now.
Oh, it was
I don't
crazy.
like him one bit.
It was crazy.
You're like,
because I was
shit, I
like,
gotta sleep my leg over this damn thing
so
now.
here I am drinking beer, and they're like, yeah, you guys buy a label, that's all that people like later. It's like, yeah, they'll never buy a fucking label. Next thing I know, they're like, oh, fuck.
We got a late model.
She's like, hey, we got a late model.
Never
Actually-
say never. That's for sure. Never say never.
Actually, his exact words, I'm dead serious, was like, is that a late model? No, it is. It is. It's a late model.
And we sat down there at Electric City, and you were like, yeah, darn, who the hell put this filter in there? I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna help you guys out. Jennifer's like,
Test and tune.
I had my,
City
yeah, I had
I
my
was there.
RT.
Yeah.
You guys come up after it was over, he's full of gas.
I had my, yeah, it went down my arm. Bobby's like, there, and I scooted underneath there, being a skinny guy, and I was like,
I
okay, he
remember
goes,
that.
well, this thing ain't running where the fuck
fuel-
it
What?
was.
Right.
Well, the fuel filter that goes into
That's what I
the
told him, he
wall,
knew
they
Kenny.
put it in backwards.
Cause Kenny was the first in the drive, say, hey, how you got, he smells like just soaked in
And
gas.
here I am laying in my RTJ
Fat.
shirt and everything, and I was like, and then next thing I know, Bobby and Jim's like, you guys gonna go late mile racing with this? I was like,
Yes.
I'm looking at Jennifer and I'm like, I'm definitely with you guys.
I'm stuck. I'm here.
But I'm
I'm
looking
going.
at Jennifer and it's like,
I can honestly
are you
say.
with us or not? And she's like, oh, shit.
I was gonna say.
I'm pretty
I
sure
can
she was like, I don't want you to
honestly
meet my brother or sister. I don't want you to do nothing. Nothing with them. Don't associate. And then the next thing you know, now Jennifer's like, oh, fuck.
I can honestly say that since we lost Mom back in 2011, I didn't, well, let me back up just a smidgen before that. I didn't get to grow up through childhood with my sister.
Okay.
I lived in a different household. So fast forward, when we lost Mom in 2011 and everything, and when all this racing come about and everything, and when Jennifer and Jason got together and they got married and so on and so forth, this has been the best time of my life since we lost Mom, because I actually got to spend so many weekends, day in and day out with my sister that I didn't get to growing up.
So it goes a little deeper than just being on the track.
Absolutely, it goes way deeper.
Brought the whole family.
Yeah.
Her whole family.
My
together.
brother, my sister,
Back.
my brother lives in the States, he was in the Army, lived in Alabama, went to Hawaii, things like that. He lives over in Junction City now, but as far as, he lost his parents, lost my mom, lost my stepmom, you know, things like that. So, family to us is everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And then you're gonna have the best time of your life next year. We're in December, and next year's next month.
I know.
So it's coming soon. It's coming quick, and I tell you what, you're gonna get in there, and I hope that I get to see
A lot of
the first time
emotions
really.
with it, a
Yeah.
lot of emotions.
Yes.
She'll be one of the fastest grandmas around.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Get it, Granny, get it.
Fastest
About
grandma
30
around.
And I actually got the slips. I don't know where we got them, but somewhere around here, the guy actually, because I'm thinking, there ain't no damn way. So I looked at her, I said, I hope you can want to go, because that.
Gas pedal it, baby.
But
Gas
like
pedal
I
it.
told her, you can always let off if you get nervous. I know McConville,
Just see, Tom.
he's worried shitless.
Yeah, Jim McConville, he's our.
He's like a father figure.
He's like a
To me.
hero.
I've known him forever.
He's like a hero.
I
Well,
think rock it.
I'll give
I'm
you
ready
my.
to rock it.
I can beat a rock.
I think so too.
As long as we're in this.
Hold it straight and hit the
My
gas.
Jim McConville thing was back in the day, back in like early '80s. He was the cat of the walk for mud running
Cat's
and
meow?
everything. I
Yeah.
mean, he
Yeah.
was
Cat in Hat, his nickname is
badass.
Cat in the Hat.
Really?
And he still holds world records.
She does.
And it's like,
170 foot of
He's
line.
Mr.
That-
Four-Wheeler.
that guy
He's on
has.
YouTube.
Serious.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to look him
when
up.
we try to explain,
I
when
knew
everybody's
you
like,
did.
Jim McConville this, Jim McConville that, it's like, you guys have no idea the knowledge. This guy's an innovator. And when I met Bobby, he goes, oh, I work, me and this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, they don't seem much of a job. And then I'm like, oh shit. He's like, out here every day doing this and that, and I'm like, damn, I don't know if I want to put that much time.
I
into
know,
it.
I
was
know,
like,
oh, I know
he
that
goes,
feeling.
Absolutely.
I know that feeling.
Jim McConville does, he goes, if you're gonna be a racer, you're gonna be full-time racer, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yep,
Right.
we went
But I'll
full-time.
tell you
Breathe,
this.
sleep, everything.
When I was a young
runs.
kid and living in Grandview, riding my bicycle around, you could always hear that. Rah, rah. I remember riding my bicycle by and like, holy shit, look at that thing. Yeah, that was Jim McConville.
Jim McConville.
Lived in
living
Cypress,
Oh, yeah.
on
on
Cypress.
there.
And
Yep. And anytime you actually want
What
to
he
go
tells you
see
is
something,
true.
This
when
little
you walk in,
history is literally.
you
so
see
cool.
this is a little piece of history right now. When you walk into Jim McConville, he's got pictures of Bobby, he's got pictures of every, I mean, I'm like walking around.
Nitro
Trophy.
Nick,
It
James
is
Nice Honor,
unbelievable.
all throughout the
Unbelievable, all
shop.
the things.
Yes, he's
Hey,
got,
He's got trophies everywhere.
He does so much for
The race.
other people,
Racers.
but
Yeah.
they don't even know it because they'll come over to Bobby, Bobby like, yeah, I'll do it, I'll fix it up for you, and then Bobby will outsource it to Jim McConville. They have no idea what they got going on, because Bobby's like, I ain't got time for this shit, and Jim McConville's like, he's retired.
well, he's
Bobby's
always,
like, oh,
Jim's
I'll
always
do
been
it.
a
Well,
go-to.
I mean,
Jim-
if
Jim's
he's
like,
been doing
hey,
it.
well, oh yeah, he's a fucking great. I mean, when you walk in, when
Are we
did
talking
our
dirt
super
track
stuff,
guru almost here?
Oh,
He's a
well,
dirt track.
he's a
He-
fucking guru.
Now,
at
understand-
Everything. Guru,
Everything.
anything and everything. He's a fabricator
Years
as well.
ago, let's go back
Everything.
years ago, in the 90s, I went to Jim's house. And I'd known him through the years because my parents mud raced in the late 70s, early 80s. They did mud bogging back then.
Oh, yeah, Bob, yeah.
Okay. Well, Jim and I got to know each other.
In the garage.
And my wife, my first wife, worked at Tippett's, and she would bring him a pie. I forget what kind of pie. But anyways, that could have been, but it wasn't.
Well,
Anyway.
Oh my God, Jason.
I'm gonna do that
Jason.
because I like,
You're good.
You're
I like
good.
to stick it to Jim.
Shut up and sit down.
Good.
Quiet.
Because he's always like, hey, Jason. I'm like, oh, fuck, I know I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna fall
You're
for it.
good.
we're on the video.
You're done.
Ding dong.
Well,
You're done.
I just know how he is. He's like,
Hey, drink a beer.
As
Drink a
Bailey
beer.
He's
Dupree
always-
would say,
he's
you're
always-
done.
this is what we want. Jim's like,
So-
hey, Jason.
So anyway.
You're done.
And I won't even go there, but
Okay.
Good.
go further.
Yes.
But anyways, so Jim and them did mud racing, him and his boy. And Jim traveled all over. He was known as Mr. Four-Wheeler. His boy had a truck called Playing Hooky. The name come from because they'd skip him out of school and he'd go drive this mud truck. And they did this for a living. Now, since then, I would go see Jim and stuff. He goes, what do you do? And I said, I circle track race. Oh, nobody likes them roundy bastards. They're no goddamn good. Goddamn, they're blah, blah, blah. So
Yes.
I just ate it up and went. Well, Jim and I was separated. He went down to Russellville and lived. And then when he come back, Jim drove up to my shop that I had, Ruff Motorsports, and he goes, "Hey, are you Bobby Ruff?" I said, "Yeah, I guess the one and only." And he goes, "I'm Jim," and of course I knew him, because you can't miss him. He's got a Fisher hat on.
I know the fellow that you speak of.
You got it.
Yeah.
So anyways, we
Well, you can miss him if you don't
talk-
know who he is.
got
You've
to
been in
know
there
each
very
other
long.
and or got to re-know each other again and stuff. And I kept saying, "What the hell would you want poundy roundies for?" And then, gave him shit. He loves them now, though. But he only loves. I'm telling you guys right now. I raced with him for years. If it ain't a super stock, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he told us that with the late model. He's like, and he come over, Jim's just Jim. He's like, why do you guys group tires this way? And I'm like, I ain't grouping Bobby and Kenny just bought them because we ain't even gotten going yet. And Jim's like, huh. But he's a thinker. He's
So
like,
the cutting, grooving, siping all the tires and everything, that's where I learned all of that from, is because, well, Bobby too, but Bobby and I would go over and spend the weekends with Jim. We would go over evenings.
Jim and I did it together.
And everything, and
We built that together.
Jim and I had a system as far as cutting, grooving, and siping. I would do all the short ways, he'd do all the long ways. I would do the short ways, and just alternating off and on. It wasn't anything for us to knock out 6 to 10 tires a day. We just.
That was
just-
before-
I loved it. It was my
Before
tire
anything you
therapy.
see today,
Yeah.
that was before. Jim, I'll never forget, the day we went, this is a piece of history here. He said, take me to Lewisburg. We went to Lewisburg, he bought his first tire on Dyno. Airs up the tire, this, that, and we went through it, blah, 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 blah. And he got it at a discount because we drove to meet the guy. That was before James, you know, it was me, this, so then they acquired a second one, and that's what they do today. But what I'm saying, Jim and this tire game, the guy really,
He knows his shit.
he took a lot of time. He learned sidewalls, he learned, you know, all this stuff and what it took, this, that, and so on. And that was hours and hours. I remember one week we had, I think it was 18 or 20 tires. Back then, that was a lot. And that was before the bandstand group. Her and him
Oh,
stood there with the old shitty style, and they're doing,
Like
and
the
they did
biscuit
it.
grip.
Yeah.
It was a weekend's worth of work, but they got her done, and we had them there for the next Friday or Saturday or wherever we was racing, you know, race.
He might be a fellow that we're gonna have to see if possible.
I'm gonna hook you up with him. I think he
I'll
would
tell
love
you
it.
this, when we built the super stock, Bobby was like, hey, I'm just gonna go up to Jim McConville's, I'm gonna take some time off. And I know when I come in there and I was like, hey man, what's going on? I should have videoed it, but McConville's not, he's one of those guys, Bobby's like, well, I was thinking about putting a 90 on this and maybe doing it, and the next thing you know, him and Bobby are like, just fucking two pieces of pot, he's like, oh, no. And I'm like,
Shooting ideas back and forth.
oh, it wasn't even
And
shooting
actually
it.
doing it.
It was like,
He's
not,
cutting this way, Bobby's cutting this way,
not
and it just
even-
comes together. Like
not
them
even
two.
talking. They were like, well, I was
So
thinking about a
insane.
90 this here, and they're like, well, you talking about this. Next thing you know, McConville and Bobby's like, well, yeah, that'll work. Next thing you know, I'm like, okay,
And we worked together.
Well, you're the media guy.
well, I am.
So.
But I'm
so-
like sitting there looking
Yeah,
at it,
that came with that. I should have recorded it.
and he tells me, he's like,
Just one time at
Well, we-
Jason Kirk camp.
I should
Bobby's-
have recorded this.
Bobby told me, he goes, hey, we're building this whole late model, us. And we did.
We burn off the
All this,
chassis.
we burned everything off, we took it up and had it powder coated, this, that, you know, everything that was the
We
matter with
burned
it.
that whole
We
chassis.
did it, we sat down here
The
and
black
drank
diamond chassis we
tons of
had, we
beer
burned
and
that
had a
whole
great
chassis
time.
off here, all that paint, took it to
I
Noble
think
Machine.
I remember
in
you guys
Appleton
doing
City.
that.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
We did.
Oh my stars.
And that thing turned out beautiful. I got to see it when it was
Yes.
like pristine and gorgeous and all straight and pretty. And I
And
got
And then
to-
it's just one time at the track, and there it all
Bobby goes,
goes.
and when it come by and pick you up, and I'm like, hey, what are we doing? I gotta go get the late model. Me and Bobby picked it up and actually took it into the trailer. I mean, it wasn't like, that late model
was super
chassis was
light.
so light. Bobby's like, I got the front end. I was like, okay, well.
That
So
chassis,
awesome.
It
actually,
sat
I
right
found
out
out,
there, and they did a great.
we always thought it was a 16, that chassis was actually built in 13, and it was built for
We found out some history on that
We
chassis.
thought it was
Lanigan.
Bobby told me
Daryl
then.
Lanigan.
Daryl Lanigan, the
Oh.
champion.
Okay.
thought it was
literally
heavy.
built.
And Bobby's like, God, man, this thing is
Did it-
kinda
did it-
heavy."
it didn't
And
have
then
a
looking
motor
at
in it?
it, it's
Did it
like,
have a
oh,
motor in it?
finding
When
out
I
how
bought
it's
it, no.
good.
So are you speaking when it didn't have a motor in it?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
bear-
talking about
the whole bear
chassis.
Oh, the chassis itself, yeah.
We
Yeah.
sat
tore it
here,
all
cleaned
down,
everything.
Cleaned
Bobby's
it
like,
up,
we're done.
fixed it up.
We're gonna go through
And then
this
took
thing
it
and
to
I'm gonna make
Noble
it
and
my
they-
race car.
Right, right.
Yeah, we're actually gonna do, I doubt we get it done this winter, being that we're building that. But this one, we're gonna tear down,
We were gonna do the same thing
powder
to
coat
the
the whole
dragster.
thing. And then,
Okay, okay. So, your race season, when you first get out on the track, you'll have your updates on social media, on Facebook?
Absolutely.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
media guy?
Racing
Well,
Jason.
We tried to, but, you know.
Are you gonna record when she first gets out on the track?
I had to beat you down here, cause I was like, you know, it's gonna be cold, and I was like, oh yeah. I had to beat
Okay,
you.
so are
Otherwise,
you
we'd
gonna
sit
be,
there.
are you gonna be doing the recording and stuff when she first gets on the track?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna be like up in her
Is there
face.
gonna be
You're gonna be like,
updates in the pit?
Okay, she just stepped on her
Trying to
feet.
put her
Oh,
dick or
no,
her face
she
where
don't
like,
have
hey,
to.
look here, goddammit, get out of the way. I'm trying to talk to Bobby. Bobby, like, hey.
hey, our social media is probably a little different than what you're used to.
Yeah.
But I will tell you,
cut John
real.
Rebuild,
You
we're
say
just
Bobby
shooting
Ruff?
off like, ah,
I just do
Bobby Ruff.
edits, they do theirs raw, so
Our-
it's completely 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We do
what you
everything
get.
wrong.
That's what
so-
you get.
and you know what, our followers, it sounds crazy, but they really follow.
They want it
Yeah,
raw.
yeah, that's the way it is.
They do.
I mean, like the kids, you don't know the kids are coming,
Right.
but guess what? They're gonna screw it up.
Yep.
That's just how it is.
It-
That's
it's
just how it is.
Yes.
Exactly.
With my editing, I don't know, I have like a little flair.
It's real
that I
life.
Sprinkle on there, I suppose. I gotta
We-
put a little
and I
extra,
told
extra
people
on
from
there.
What
I
was
don't know
Bobby?
why.
We got his everything.
Look,
He's like,
what
trying to
happened
put the helmet
today
on. He's like, God damn,
gonna be
what
today.
what the
Because
hell's going on? He's like,
I don't know how to go
take
back
his
and
old
change
helmet,
all
he
that
goes,
shit.
and he's like, yeah, the motherfucker
So,
like
and
15
so far,
fucking
most
years
people-
ago, and he's like, yeah, this new helmet.
They're cool with it.
Give me a second. I'm like, wait, you got a second. You gotta get this shit. And Bobby's like, I ain't got. God damn it! And he's got, hook me up. So we're trying to hook him up.
And
he's
you're
like,
holding the phone recording at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna grab his fucking shit, start, and I just throw shit
And he's
on
like,
him.
get
Bobby's
away
like,
from me, I'm just
Jesus
trying to get my shit
Christ.
done. Yeah.
And then he's
I
like,
get it.
I'm gonna be the last one. I was like, yeah, well,
Yep.
motherfucker, you
Are-
got brand new helmet,
Are you
racer.
guys sure you're done dirt racing?
Not for sure.
I would say,
We'll be
I
out
would
there
say,
looking at
I'm
people.
sure something will come up that'll strike my interest. But it's not gonna
So we
be,
may be doing a little. That's from the driver, but what about from Mama? Cause it's
Yeah.
oh,
so
she's still be
so-
racing today.
listen,
Still be
she's
dirt racing
she's not your normal race wife.
Oh,
She's
no.
at the fence.
Oh no, Bobby's
She's-
like, I was retired until I met you, motherfucker. You're the problem. And I'm like, you know, we got a good late model. And he's like, yeah, we do.
Okay, so
That's a lot to.
Yes, because I'm all hands-on in the shop. We build race
At the
motors.
track. Try not to look like such a dickhead. Oh.
look at this. This is gonna be a point of view. Okay.